Hi guys, Jess here from Dove Computer Solutions. The 650 is the all-round perfect Windows phone for price, performance and looks. This phone will cost you a tiny £140, which is incredible value for money for such a great quality premium phone. One of the main things that persuades me to go for a phone is the picture quality, so here is my camera review of the Microsoft Lumia 650. If you love getting into your manual controls and really adjust every setting, Windows phones will be your best friend, as the interface is fantastic as always. There's no shortcut button on the side, as seen in the pricier Windows phones, but simply swiping up and tapping once more isn't exactly a slow way to access the camera, so I have no complaints. It has a super quick autofocus, which takes images with a really nice depth of field. There's instant access to the 5 megapixel front-facing camera, which in good lighting takes a really nice shot. It picked up every detail in the foreground and has a really natural contrast. Low lighting is where the front-facing camera gets a little disappointing, as I found a lot of noise and grain in the photos that I took. However, I'm yet to find a phone that takes photos that are just as nice on the front-facing camera as they are from the rear-facing camera, so I was expecting a similar result, and the images are standard for front cameras in today's market. There's quick access to the flash on and off switch, rich capture on and off switch, which just basically chooses the best settings for your photos for you. This arrow then expands, giving us full access to the white balance, focus, ISO, shutter speed and even brightness, so you can really get deep inside the camera and adjust it exactly how you want it. The interface also provides you with an alternative to the drop-down bar, as you can access all of the settings through swiping up from the camera icon, which you can do also for shooting video. Tapping the menu in the corner will enable you to get deeper into the camera settings, as you can adjust pretty much everything, including lenses, timer, bracketing and more settings. In the settings you can access and enable shortcuts, like change what the camera button can do. For example, you can change it to take a burst of multiple photos if you press and hold the camera button. You can also change the aspect ratio and get some help with framing grids to get that perfect shot. I always use the rule of thirds when I know that I'm going to Instagram a photo afterwards, so it's great to know that features like this are included on the phone. Here is also where you can turn on or off living images, which is basically live photos for Apple users. This is where you can see a few seconds before the image itself, which is a nice touch, but I haven't found myself using it too much. But if you have a use for it, it's great to know that the option's there. You can adjust the video settings too, like adjusting frames per second, and digital image stabilisation. Despite the quality only being 720p, the image stabilisation still makes it look really smooth and a pleasure to watch. I tested whilst walking and whilst trying to be still, and both videos came out really nice. As you can see, photos came out with loads of detail looking crisp and sharp, even in low light situations. The LED flash does help with this though, as you can see the flash really helps to expose all of the shadows and brings out further detail. Despite it tending to oversaturate magentas and greens, this camera picks up detail so well. This photo of some rusty old chains picks up every part of rust and metal, and I was so surprised to see how fantastic these images came out. The autofocus on this thing is super quick and works so well, as you can see here by a quick snap of some wood, blurring out the background whilst keeping the foreground sharp and in focus. I would definitely recommend this phone for taking professional looking photos, and this phone is definitely a winner for ease of use, accessibility and design. We are doing a giveaway of this phone, and you can find a link to that in the description. That's all for this quick look at the camera on the Microsoft Lumia 650. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.